Welcome to this solemn commemoration titled Honoring a Life Service as we gather to remember and celebrate the birth anniversary of our late Mano Amon Durano Sr. Today, we honor not only a leader, but a legacy of service, humility, and dedication to community. To begin, may we invite everyone to stand in attention for the invocation. And this will be followed by the Philippine National Anthem and the Danao City Hymn, led by the Danao City Band.
Magpabiling ka mauswago, malapuso na kapaya sa among mga pangako, sa pinilong ng
Masidlakon o mapahiyong kabuntagon kanatang To set the context of today's commemoration, we recall life and journey of Manong Amon. I would like to request Mr. Erickson Matulan to render a short reflection on Manong Amon's leadership and values.
Thank you, ma'am.
Maalian.
To our city mayor, Ramon Neto T. Durano III, to our city vice mayor, Carmen Remedios H. Durano, to the city councilors, the department heads, city employees, the DepEd personnel, the BGMP, PNP, BAP, and to others. May buntag kanato tanan.
Ang buntag.
History remembers places, not only through dates and events, but through the vision and courage of the people who shaped them. For our city, one name stands above all others. Ramon M. Durano Sr., fondly known as Manong Amon, the man history rightly honors as the father of Danao City. But do members of the generations living today know or even wonder why he is remembered as such? Today, in celebration and commemoration of his 120th birthday, allow me to share the reasons behind the distinction bestowed upon this man whose unmatched greatness shaped the city more than any other man in its history. I hope that the information presented here will be worth telling and sharing, not only today, but also for the generations to come. Manong Amon's love for Danao was deeply personal. It is where the first saw light in the day, and it was also the place he envisioned as a progressive, self-sustaining, and dignified city. His dream went beyond words. It was a vision anchored on concrete action, legislative foresight, and unwavering commitment to public service. He understood that transforming Danao into a city would require more than ambition. It demanded two immense undertakings. First, the sleepy town Danao back then needed a major transformation in its physical and economic landscape. Better roads, reliable power, public spaces, and modern infrastructure. Second, as a legislator, Manong Amon had to confront the political realities of Congress, where intelligence, courage, and persistence were essential in pushing laws that would define Danao's future. Through his leadership, Republic Acts were enacted, laws that would forever alter the course of Danao's history. In 1959, Republic Act number 2386 authorized the widening and concreting of the national highways and municipal streets of Danao. This marked the beginning of the town's physical transformation. Streets were paved, lands reclaimed for public use, and civic spaces established. During this period, the new City Hall was constructed under the leadership of then Mayor Manang Ati Durano, Manong Amon's wife. Public landmarks such as Children's Paradise and a revitalized Rizal Park became symbols of a growing and modernizing community. That same year, Republic Act number 2384 granted a franchise for the establishment of electric power and an ice plant. The construction of the power plant and the Dunkar Ice Plant in 1960 provided electricity and essential services not only to the now but to new areas. These developments energized local industries, improved daily life, and laid the groundwork for sustained economic growth. All these efforts culminated in a defining moment in the Now's history. On June 7, 1961, Republic Act number 3028 was signed into law by President Carlos P. Garcia, officially converting the municipality of Danao into a chartered city. The historic occasion was Manong Amon's moment that fulfilled a dream years in the making. Later, Republic Act number 3652 amended the city charter, firmly establishing the territorial boundaries of the Danao city. Through these legislative achievements, Manong Amon did more than secure cityhood. He gave Danao identity, direction, and dignity. His vision transformed a town into the first chartered city north of Cebu, seeking for progress anchored on service and foresight. Today, as Danao continues to grow and face new challenges, the legacy of Manong Amon remains a guiding light. His life reminds every Danaoan that genuine progress is born from love of place, courage of conviction, and service beyond self. It is therefore fitting and proper that his memory be honored not only through words but through enduring symbols such as a statue, so that present and future generations may remember the man whose acts turned a dream into a city and whose legacy continues to shape the soul of Danao. May this remembrance stand as a lasting tribute to Manong Amon, whose vision, courage, and selfless service gave birth to the Danao city. May every street paved, every light lit, and every generation that calls this city home be reminded of the responsibility to protect, nurture, and uplift what he so faithfully built. As Danao continues its journey forward, may his legacy inspire its people to live with integrity, service with humility, and dream with the same love for city that defined his life. Manong Amon's contribution form an enduring chapter in the civic and historical narrative of Danao. His legacy lives not only merely in building of stone and wood, but in lives uplifted, faith strengthened, hope restored. His philanthropy complemented his public service, reinforcing institutions that strengthen education, health, faith, and social welfare. He remains a timeless example of a selfless service, proof that true greatness is measured not by wealth amassed, but by generosity shared. Long after his lifetime, the churches he built, the institutions he supported, that he helped shape, continue to serve the community. Remembering Manong Amon is not only an act of honoring an individual, but a reaffirmation of the values of leadership, responsibility, and service that helped shape the now into what it is today. Manong Amon was a man of humble beginnings, restless in spirit, always on the move, driven by determination and industry, and who, through perseverance, rose to the pedestal of greatness. Like all of us, he had his own weakness and shortcomings in life, yet he remained a man of God. He was a man of many endeavors, a sailor, teacher, lawyer, a guerrilla during the Second World War, a miner, a trailblazer, a writer, a historian, a barangay captain, a municipal councilor, a city mayor, and a brilliant and undefeated congressman elected for 6 consecutive years. He became a political kingpin of Cebu, a kingmaker, an industrialist with exceptional business acumen who built a business empire, a founder, a great philanthropist, a builder, and ultimately the father of the now city. Indeed, Manong Amon was a great man, and his greatness has no equal in the now. He towered above us all, for he was the greatest man the now has ever produced. So, in closing, let me end my remembering that may his memory remain a quiet compass to every Danawano, pointing always towards service, compassion, and enduring hope. Thank you, and good morning to all of us.
Thank you, Mr. Emerson, for that very heartfelt commemoration of Manong Amon. And today we not only honor a leader, we honor the values he stood for. At this time, we will witness the lighting of the leadership flame. This symbolizes the passing of leadership across generations, from past generation to present generation and onto the future generation. Representing the past generation or the elder, I would like to request Honorable Sulpicio Perez, Punong Barangay of Barangay Musaba, to represent the community leader or the present generation. We'd like to request Ms. Almeida Enriquez, and to represent the future generation, Youth Representative Greg Casanico, this year's Youth City Mayor, as the future generation. This flame reminds us that true leadership is timeless, rooted in the past, lived in the present, and carried on unto the future.
Sunod-sunod na lang. Wala na yun.
of the leadership flame. May we carry on the future generation, carry on the light of Manong Amon's legacy to our fellow Danawanans. Thank you, Honorable Capiscio, and thank you for gracing your presence here. So we now proceed to the core of today's commemoration, the wreath-laying ceremony. So, as we have done for a couple of years now, our wreath-laying ceremony, it's for us to show our love as Danawanans to the late Manong Amon. He was not just a father to the Duranos, he was our father to he was the father of the Danawanans. So I will be calling on, this will be the flow, so we would start off with the family and relatives. I would like to call on the family and relatives of Manong Amon to render their wreath. This will be followed by the Danao City officials, headed by our Honorable City Mayor, Ramon Durano III. Department heads, assistant department heads, and division chiefs of the Danao City Government. This will be followed by the heads and chiefs of national agencies. Followed by the Department of Education officials, headed by Mr. Rosalier Healing. This will then be followed by barangay officials, headed by Honorable Paulino Vizcaino. And then Sangguniang Kabataan Federation, headed by Honorable Mel Stephen Batukan. And for those with individual flowers, I would like to request all the Danao City employees, national employees, DepEd employees, barangay officials, community leaders who have their own individual flowers to offer to the statue of the late Manong Amon. I'd like to ask everyone for a minute of silence. So let us all observe a minute of silence in honor of Manong Amon. At this moment, I would like to request Mr. Rod St. J. Calderon, Division Federation of the Supreme Secondary Learner Government of the Danao City Division, to read out Manong Amon's leadership quote.
Coba.
Leadership is not about how high you rise, but about how many you lift along the way.
Thank you. Let us now affirm our shared commitment to leadership and service. May I invite everyone to pledge. Instead of holding your hand here, to put your hand in your heart for a community leadership pledge. Kung gihan niyo ang tanan, ibutang inyo ang tuong kamot sa inyong tughan. And musunod mo na ako, please follow me. We commit to lead with integrity, serve with humility, and lift others as we rise. Atong tagaan, atong kagalingon sa masibang papa. At this junction, I would like to request our Honorable Vice Mayor and one of Manong Amon's beloved grandchildren, Honorable Carmen Remedios Ivy H. Durano, to deliver the commemorative reflection.
Sa atong tinahod nga mahan sa syudad sa Danao, Mayor Nito Durano, to our honorable city mayors, barangay officials, national government agencies, department heads, fellow public servants, mga kaigsuunan kong Danawanon, mayong buntag kaninyong tanan. Today is not an ordinary gathering. It is a moment of remembrance, of reflection, and of renewal. We are here to honor the 120th birth anniversary of my grandfather, Ramon Mano Amon Durano Sr., a man whose life reminds us that true leadership does not fade with time, but grows stronger when remembered with purpose. Standing before you as his grandchild is both a privilege and a solemn responsibility. Because when we speak of Papa Amon, we are not simply recounting history. We are measuring ourselves against the values he lived by and asking whether we are brave enough to uphold them in our own time. To the public, Papa Amon was a leader, decisive yet measured, strong yet compassionate, firm in principle yet open to dialogue. To history, he was a man who accepted leadership not as a reward, but as a burden he was willing to carry. But to us, his family, he was Papa Amon, a quiet presence, a steady voice, and a living example that leadership begins at home and extends outward to the community. Papa Amon once said, "Leadership is not about how high you rise, but about how many you lift along the way." Those words capture the essence of his life's journey. He did not climb for personal glory. He rose because others needed him to stand. And wherever he stood, he reached back to lift others with him. He lived in an era when leadership was tested daily by uncertainty and limited resources. There were no shortcuts, no instant approval, and no guarantees. Trust was built slowly through consistency, sacrifice, and presence. Papa Amon understood that leadership meant showing up, especially when it was difficult, listening, especially when voices were unheard, and deciding, even when the cost was personal. His strength was never loud. It was steady. His authority was never imposed. It was earned. He believed that a leader must first be a servant, and that service without integrity is empty. When he spoke, people listened, not because he demanded attention, but because his life gave credibility to his words. There were moments in his journey when leadership meant making choices that were not popular, but it was necessary. He understood that doing what is right is often lonelier than doing what is easy. Yet, he remained guided by conscience, anchored in values, and committed to the greater good. As his grandchild, growing up in a world he could never had imagined, a world of digital screens, instant opinions, and relentless speed, I often wonder how Papa Amon would lead today. And the answer is clear, not by chasing attention, but by earning trust, not by reacting to noise, but by standing firm in principle. In today's generation, leadership is often measured by visibility. Papa Amon teaches us that it should be measured by responsibility. He reminds us that leadership is not a performance, it is a promise. A promise to serve with honesty, to lead with empathy, and to place people above personal gain. His life teaches us that service is not a single moment of greatness, but a lifetime of small, faithful acts. That integrity is not negotiable, even when compromise is tempting. And that true power lies not in command, but in compassion. As we reflect on his legacy today, let us remember that Papa Amon's story does not end with remembrance. It continues in us, in the leaders we choose to become, in the values we defend, and in the courage we show when it matters most. To the young generation, his life offers a challenge to lead with purpose in a distracted world, to choose depth over display, and to remember that the measure of leadership is not how long you are remembered, but how deeply you serve. On this 120th birth anniversary, we honor not only the years Papa Amon lived, but the principles he stood for. We honor the sacrifices he made, the lives he touched, and the example he left behind. And as his grandchild, I make this promise, not only to him, but to all of you. His legacy will not rest in speechless or in speeches alone. It will live in action, in service, and in the quiet courage to lead with integrity. May we leave this place with grateful hearts and renewed purpose. May the memory of Ramon Mano Amon Durano Sr. remind us that leadership is a calling, not a title. May we be guided by integrity when choices are difficult, by compassion when others are in need, and by courage when doing what is right comes at a cost. May we lift others as we rise, serve before we seek to be served, and leave behind a legacy not of power, but of goodness. And may the values of Papa Amon lived by continue to light our path, today, tomorrow, and for generations yet to come. Thank you, kaninyong tanan, and may we all strive to lead with the same humility, the same strength and compassion that Ramon Mano Amon Durano Sr. embodied throughout his life. Daghang salamat o Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone.
Thank you, Honorable Ivy, for that very heartfelt message. A message not only to Manong Amon as a leader, but Manong Amon as a grandfather. As we end this commemorative event, may we all remember Manong Amon, the man that shaped the Now City. As we commit to lead with integrity, serve with humility, and lift others as we rise. As you can see, there's a white wall at the back. Us who committed to all those a while ago will sign in our commitment wall as a symbolic act of carrying forward Manong Amon's values. So akong ihangyo ang tanan, katong na ay mga markers to please come forward para mo-sign at back for Honorable City Mayor, Honorable Ramon Nito Durano III, and our Vice Mayor, Honorable Carmen Remedios AVH Durano. Followed by the City Councilors and the department heads.
Ramon Durano Sr., popularly known as Mayor Ramon, was born from parents Trio Durano and Viviana Mercado. His father was a sailor trader, while his mother sold tobacco leaves in the marketplace. Iulak po ni Manong Amon ang ilang nalintang sa unang serviso do publiko, ang pagdiling marami ang kalusugan at ang mabuhay sa sakit. During the American period, the Now City was among the blessed towns in the entire Cebu province. For Manong Amon, political experience was considered first several factors before entering office. For him, politics and real public service is not politics at all. Sa wala pa sa nagpapahal ng sunod sa politika, analysis, tulong sa ilang mga andang ng mga kasama sa pagkakataon ng trabaho, pagkakataon sa mga handa, daw ba ang sa mga sa katugalan sa politika.
Hello. I'd like to request the national heads and chiefs of national offices from the PNP, BJP,
Establishment of foreign industries and other commercial
Bureau of Tax, DOJ, Department of Education,
and enabling the people to rise toward a renewed life. During the American period, he was able to build a souvenir and transportation business, which pagdun the hard work possible. In 1955, he built the famous Durano and Company Incorporated Universal Cement along the Durano Industrial Welfare Estate, with a view of expanding operations to other spheres and concerns, and pursuing his goal of helping the unemployed
kapitan, barangay officials,
serves as a station for making the scene the carrier
and SK chairman and councilors,
part of the a politics
representative from the youth sector,
for veterans.
community leaders,
Interests. In a home of extended public service to the entire country, he ran to modern business policy. His innovation influenced good politics flourished. The now city became a chartered city on June 7, 1961, alongside his wife, Beatriz Manang Ate, Detective Durano, as the local chief executive at that time. Was more than just a businessman and a politician. He established, maintained, prepared, supported,
o para na mag-iayo ang mga empleyado sa local government units, sa the city government o sa national agencies na mopirma diri sa commitment wall as a commitment for service not only for ourselves but for our fellow Latinos.
engaged in humanitarian activities, cultivating God, healing activities, and grand educational and spiritual programs.
I guess it is safe to say that no moment can compare to my father's love and receiving. As hearings began, it is in this love of our beautiful place that I may take the testament. A testament and shape of my faith in God and in my fellow human. It is a gospel of perfection of the place that I have lived myself, chiseled in my heart that you and me will share and cherish yesterday, today, and forever. And may we possess the same faith in God in our fellow Dinamarans as we work hand in hand, making our beloved city ever more beautiful. Naon, sa tanan natin paningkamot, ating ituloy para sa ating mga kabayan, para sa
Remember Elias left the house. Remember him here and now. Tragedy. Ipilit sa paglinang ng
And once again,
popularly known as Manong support
ang yanyo mga empleyado musuwat or sakit sa atong commitment wall. Okay. So, nagkantay salamat. Masidlagon ug mapahiyo mo ang kahutagon nato kanan and Merry Christmas to all.
This year is responded to the online and the tribute to
Announcement. Okay. So, pwede na mag-photo shoot, photo op, katong mga kaan. And also, another announcement, ang commitment wall is open for the Republic. Everyone can sign their commitment to continue the legacy of Manong Amon. Thank you. Hello. Ako gihangyo ang mga department heads sa Danao City Government, department heads, assistant department heads, division chiefs. Palihog ko ang ari sa atubangan.
Christmas, Mamba.
Pila ka stand? Pila ka stand? Isa? Pila ka
Akong gihangyo ang mga participants sa Bisog 3, Manong Amon Amazing Race. Muli niya mo diri sunod sa BGMP. Participants sa Bisog 3. Participants sa Bisog 3. Manong Amon sa Amazing Race. Manong Amon sa Amazing Race. Muli niya mo sunod sa BGMP. Haser, bali. Dali. Katong na ni Mirma day sa commitment wall, palihog yung butang sa petal pen or markers sa podium.
Okay, I see.
Ang markers and petal pens, please return to the podium. Salamat!
Kana. Sir, gawas mo rin pa, makita yung kao ba? Ang dua. Kana. Okay. I see. Lol, pilig na sa kayo katawas pa
masidlahon ug mapahimon nga kabuntagon nato mga Danawano na ate dinhi sa Plaza Manong Amon aron i-commemorate ang ika-120th birth anniversary sa ato ang amahan sa Dakbayan sa Danao, Manong Amon Ramon Durano Sr. Ug makita ninyo dinhi nga naatay commitment wall. Nagpasabot kini nga mahimo kaayo ta nga mo drop by sa Manong Amon Park sa Plaza Manong Amon aron musalmot ni ining ato ang commitment. Unsa man ato ang commitment? Nagpasabot kini nga nakikiusa ta sa panglantaw ni Manong Amon nga mapadayon gyud og pagpauswag ang mga Danawanon, and in every success we have to lift each other up. Sa pag-uswag sa Danao, gidamgo gayud ni Manong Amon nga unta sa pag-uswag nato bisag sa tagsa-tagsa natong paningkamot maka-uplift, maka-birah gyud ta og atong isig ka tawo aron mulambo usab. So hapit mo dinhi sa Plaza Manong Amon, pwede mo sign sa ato ang commitment wall o mo offer og bulak alang sa amahan sa Dakbayan, Manong Amon Durano Sr.